Good morning out there, everybody. I'm your host, Alan. Appreciate you tuning into the drive this morning as you get ready to head over to the office or wherever your workplace may be. We've got an incredible show lined up for you this morning. Clarissa Shields, the quote of boxing. Alycia Bumgardner. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, they had it out. And Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs, well, they had something for the MVP, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And you know the one group of people that don't get the credit they deserve. Those and many more stories this morning here on The Drive. Let's get right into this thing, ladies and gentlemen, this morning. Hey, once again, I appreciate you stopping by and tuning into the show. Well, Alycia Bumgardner, Clarissa Shields, they were at an event a night ago, and they broke the internet, ladies and gentlemen. They broke the internet as Clarissa Shields, the GWOAT, the heavyweight champion, or whatever she goes as she fights up and down in weight. And I'm telling you, she slapped the taste. She slapped the taste out of the lightweight champion's mouth. And man, it was something that you can't believe happened. I don't know what's going to happen to Clarissa after this. Where did it stem from? Well, first off, ladies and gentlemen, on the surface, people started saying that the reason why it happened is because Clarissa Shields got jealous of the way Alycia Bumgardner was looking. And if you're a guy, let me tell you, or I don't know, depends on what you like. Alycia Bumgardner was looking, absolutely spectacular, ladies and gentlemen. In her black dress, she looked incredible. But behind the scenes, what really happened was Alycia Bumgardner, Clarissa Shields kept telling Alycia Bumgardner she was sick of her talking, all the time wanting to fight. And Clarissa Shields fights heavyweight, and she was sick of her talking. And Alycia Bumgardner told her she would whoop her, you know what, right then. No, ladies and gentlemen. No, ladies and gentlemen. And when she said that, the quote of boxing slapped the taste out of her mouth. She couldn't taste anything. She couldn't taste a soda. She couldn't taste nothing. She slapped the entire taste out of her mouth. Now, was Clarissa Shields right for that? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's twofold. I hate to get into it about the ladies fighting, man, but these are two professional boxers. It's totally different. It's totally different. When say for instance, you always see this all the time. You get some guys or whatever, they start drinking, and then they want to say they can fight, and they probably can't do 2 push-ups, but they're going to start fighting. Or you will see a situation where somebody can actually really fight, that they're a trained fighter, and somebody wants to challenge them, and that person doesn't walk away. No, ladies and gentlemen, this isn't this case. They were 2 trained fighters, and man, if you tell another grown-up that you're going to whoop their you-know-what right then you better put your dukes up, especially if you are a trained fighter. Then you're going to be ready to do battle, and you don't know, but the insight and the mindset of boxers is a whole different breed than a normal person. So Alycia Bumgardner gets the taste slapped out of her mouth by Clarissa Shields, and it's broke the internet, and we will continue to monitor this story. I find it to be exciting because I love boxing, man. So I find it to be exciting. Don't want to see him get in the ring because Clarissa's too big for Alycia, man. But hey, if it sells, it sells. And no, ladies and gentlemen, this isn't the Cameron and Jay Usyk thing where this isn't staged or rigged, man. This is for real. Well, before we keep this thing rolling, I'm gonna need you to hit the like and subscribe button. Hit the like and subscribe button and the donate button. And let's keep this thing going. And these videos are brought to you by none other than me, Alan, here at D9J Sports, old Coach Duck, where we train some of the top quarterbacks and football players in the state of Texas. And some of them go on to be nationally recognized players. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the Canadian sensation, wins back-to-back MVP championships. He joins the list, I think, of 14 players. He adds himself to that list to win consecutive back-to-back MVPs. What an incredible season this young man has. He's smooth. I'm sure you've seen the video I done. He's not MJ. Oh, no, don't get it confused. He's not Kobe Bryant. But I'm telling you, the dude is not bad. I want to give a shout out to, I don't know what the guy's name is, but since I've joined here on Facebook, he was the very first person, I don't know what his name is, the very first person to come out and make a negative comment. He said that he's a flopper. I meant that he was a flopper. No, that's not what I meant. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. But I appreciate him, man. I appreciate him because he jumped right on in on it, man. He jumped on in. And my response to him was, man, so does LeBron. So I'm sure he's going to get back in the comments. I hope he does. And all of you, get in the comments, man, and tell us what you think about some of the things. You don't have to agree with everything on the show, but hey, that's what makes it exciting. But Shai Gilgeous-Alexander wins the MVP. But the San Antonio Spurs, no, ladies and gentlemen, the San Antonio Spurs in double overtime. I think it was a 112 something. They end up winning the game in double overtime. I don't want to tell you the wrong score, but they did end up winning the game. I think that Victor Wembanyama is taking it personal about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander winning the championship, and that right there could be a setback. Could be definitely be a setback for the for OKC, man, to get beat like that at home. And you know that the San Antonio Spurs, when they go to San Antonio, you know what's going to happen. They're going to have it crunk in San Antonio. So, and they say that the series doesn't start until somebody wins at home, steals a game. Well, they stole a game. So this is going to be interesting, man. Can Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder get back on the winning ways? Because I'm telling you, it's going to be tough. Or will Victor Wembanyama, the 7'6" guy who does not know what a flagrant 2 is, can they get the win and shake up the National Basketball Association? Can they do it, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to see. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I told you yesterday that I want to talk to you about something that a lot of people, a group of people that do not give the credit that they deserve. And this group of people are bus drivers. Oh, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, bus drivers. So as school gets out and gets ready to ramp back up for volleyball season and football season, we need to give credit and more credit out to the bus drivers all over, not just Texas, but all over the place. But since we're here in Texas in the 409, you know how it is, man. Bus drivers, they start off on what, Tuesdays? Well, they start off driving the kids back and forth to school. Then they turned on Tuesdays. I think the youngsters play on Tuesday, the 7th grade and 8th grade. So most of the time, sometimes it's the coaches driving, sometimes bus driver, whoever it is, that's our bus driver. They're driving back and forth. And then you've got the volleyball players that are traveling from city to city, and they're playing. And then then on Thursday nights, you know what happens. The junior varsity plays. Then on Friday nights, the varsity plays. And so many times that you see these bus drivers driving our most important thing, and that's our kids up and down the highways. Now, you want to hear something, you want to talk about the bus driver when something goes wrong, i.e. your kid gets on the bus, doesn't want to act right, but the bus driver has to put some discipline into him, or for whatever reason, you want to hear about that bus driver. You want to talk about that bus driver. So let's give credit where credit is due to the bus drivers out there all over, the coaches, and for the coaches out there who drive the buses back and forth with the kids on there, man, that's incredible. They coach all day long. They break down game plan. And man, and then they get on the bus and they drive the kids back and forth, man. So, hey, kudos goes out to them. And the next group that we definitely want to give a shout out to is the trainers out there, the athletic trainers all over the country, right? And here in Texas, man, the athletic trainers, man, well, all over, they play a big and a vital role in everything that goes on. As soon as a kid gets hurt, that's the only time we see the trainers come out there. But I'm telling you, they're behind the scenes doing a whole lot more work than you actually see. If you play sports, you know you got the training. You got you go to the treatment room and you get treatment, and the trainers are there. They're taping your ankles. And any kind of nick and bump and bruise you get, those trainers are there. And we overlook those trainers until something happens, like within the Buffalo Bills game where the kid, was it DeMar DeRozan? Not DeMar DeRozan. DeMar Hamlin, is that his name? He was severely, he was injured, and we see the trainers and they come out like that. So we definitely want to give them kudos where kudos goes out to that group of individuals. Well, ladies and gentlemen, on the drive this morning, we want to stop in and let you know, man, hey, things were exciting yesterday, especially with this girl getting a taste slapped up out of her mouth. On the way out, I'm going to tell you, and I always stick with the ladies out there. Ladies, I told you yesterday about when you get to the office and she wants to act crazy. Well, when you get to the office today, then you be the one who's bougie. You let her know. If she doesn't pay attention and get in line, then you're going to go. You're going to be the snitch, and you're going to get rid of her. You're going to get rid of her. But seriously, though, ladies, don't pay any attention, because the way gas prices is and she's a new employee, It won't be long, ladies and gentlemen. She won't be coming to work, but hell, she can't afford the gas to get there because she spent it all on that hat. This is Alan, D9J Sports and The Drive. We'll see you later. Have a good day out there, and I'm definitely OUT.